Hello.
Brandon, where are we at and what are we doing in this video?
We are back at Cake Bake Shop Restaurant at Disney's Boardwalk Resort, correct? And we are here to do afternoon tea this time. Not lunch, not dinner, but afternoon tea.
Yeah, we are excited and
Very
curious
much
how this is
so.
going
Yeah.
to go with special dietary needs. Brandon, this is your second afternoon tea. How excited are you?
Kind of really excited. We did afternoon tea in London on our trip overseas, which watch those videos. Again, no one else watched those videos, so they're linked or they're on their channel. But that was kind of fun, kind of not. Sarah got gluten and everything, so did one of our friends. But this is my second ever afternoon tea, and I am really excited. And this is your 50th afternoon tea or something, right?
I love afternoon tea,
Yep.
and we are excited. We'll talk to you a little bit afterwards about the process, how we
Yep.
helped it, things to know about. But otherwise, are you ready to get in and see brulee
Yeah,
and
listen,
afternoon tea?
listen, brulee is amazing. All the little stuffed characters here are incredible. Brulee is my spirit animal. I'm probably going to buy a brulee today, so stand by for that. But yeah, we are here at Cake Bake Shop. We're going to go for afternoon tea. And again, stand by for the hashtag debrief, where Sarah mainly will go over everything we had to do to be able to come here and talk to them in advance to hopefully make it safe for us. But we're going to go in and find out along with you.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, let's go. Afternoon tea, brulee, Cake Bake Shop, Disney's Boardwalk, and in we go.
And just like that, our table was ready.
Yeah, we walked in, and for the tea, there is a private room. As of this filming, it was off to the left. Very small, very
Cozy.
cozy. Yeah, Sarah, you're right. Very cozy. What were there? Maybe 6 or 7 tables total?
Yeah, it's pretty limited, and so that is definitely something to know about when you are booking. Number one, it is probably going to be a little bit more limited to book in terms of availability, but then also it is more cozy and intimate because it's a smaller room.
Yeah, very much so. And as soon as we sat down, pretty much, our server Aubrey came out, and he was amazing because he walked us through everything.
Yeah, and also, maybe really quickly, we had personalized menus along with a regular menu that had some additional options like drinks and things like that too.
Yeah, the personalized menus were awesome, and we highly encourage you to take them home. And, well, we framed ours. Afternoon tea, welcome, Brandon. May your afternoon be filled with regal celebration, memorable moments, and delicious delights. And Sarah got one too, of course. We're framing these, but this is awesome. So when Aubrey came over, he went through our allergies again. First and foremost, when Sarah was emailing them to get us our reservation, they went over allergies. When we arrived out front, they went over our allergies, and Aubrey, again, went over our allergies. We've had phenomenal experiences here with our allergies and dietary restrictions, and this was no different.
Definitely. And in addition to going over our allergies, we also got a little bit of a tea tour.
Yeah, it was awesome. They bring out all the teas or the potential teas that you can have during this experience.
Yeah, and then Aubrey gave us a little bit of a tour. We got to smell the different teas. He told us about the flavor profiles. And then he asked us if we wanted to choose tea. We could pick 1, 2, 3, whatever we wanted, or we could let him choose based on the food that we were getting for our tea service.
Yeah, and for this time we went, we let him pick for us. But as Sarah said, absolutely, you can pick 1 tea, 2 teas, 3 teas, why not 4 teas? But yeah, it can be up to you. Aubrey or another server, of course, can guide you through the process. For this experience, we let him guide us.
All right, so we are here tucked in a little room in Cake
love
Bake
it.
Shop. Brandon's already living his best life.
Yeah, this is
He's already
incredible.
like, I love this better than London. But we might be doing kind of a hybrid voiceover and then a
Yeah.
little bit of live reviews just because it is quiet and cozy. We want to be respectful of other people who are in here and also kind of enjoy the experience. Our server Aubrey has been amazing, so helpful,
He's top
so
of the line.
informative. It's been really great. Molly, also who helped us book,
yes.
was here, and so that's been really nice. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. And Brandon, are you getting a brulee?
This is so awesome. Yes, the answer is yes. We have already ordered a brulee for me. I cannot
He's gonna join
wait.
us with tea.
He's going to join us at the table. We'll talk more about this later, but we did order 2 glasses of a champagne. Now,
So our first tea is brewing. It sounds like we're going on a tea journey. Brulee is helping supervise. He's enjoying his time here. And then we also got the bubbles, the champagne from France that is exclusive to this restaurant. And Brandon, so far
something
it's
about
pretty good.
bubbles, right?
Yeah, I guess it's the only champagne coming out of France that can specifically be called bubbles.
Legally, yeah.
Legally, so interesting. But yeah, we got a glass of that. Brandon wanted the souvenir flute, and I said no.
Yeah, I got turned down on the souvenir flute.
You got brulee. So we did get that. So that is their signature kind of champagne here. So it's very good. I love that it's in a coupe glass, which is fun. And yeah, we're waiting for, I think we're getting our scones first. I am cautiously optimistic. I'm not getting scones here. This scone is delicious. I would say, I'm going to say it's not an authentic British scone. It's sort of an Americanized version, but the flavors are lovely. It's a lemon, blueberry, and super tasty. It was giant. And then also we did have some butter, some clotted cream, some homemade jam, kind of the classics you expect from an afternoon tea. We were actually talking to Molly about some of the dairy-free and vegan options, and she said they are really trying to work on some things because they know that that is a need and that there's a lot less options, and they just want to make sure they get it right, which I appreciated. So I hope that they are going to make some more dairy-free vegan stuff, because today, of course, I'm doing a lot of dairy. But so far...
And the first tea we had?
Oh, the first tea we had was a kind of fruit-flavored tea, and it's very nice. Brandon said it tastes like Kool-Aid.
It kind of tastes like warm Kool-Aid to me, but I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. It's really good.
Tasty.
Yeah, this entire experience so far, I think, has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and Aubrey said we could, if we have extras, we can take stuff home with us, which I think is really nice too. So you saw on camera my live reaction to the scone that I got that was gluten-free. Brandon, you also got a scone.
Which was not gluten-free, and when they sat it down, as Sarah knows, as most of our viewers know if you followed us for a while, I am typically not into food like this. I'm not a big scone fan. I don't think they look that great. However, when I bit into it, it was awesome. It may not be the best scone I've ever had, but maybe in the top 10, which is saying something. Really good, really solid, and a great way to begin our journey.
So then after the scones, we got the most amazing presentation of our tea service.
I absolutely loved it. They brought us each out a little, what are these called? A little...
I'm going to say like a tea tray, tea tower.
A little tower, a little food tower of food goodness. We each got our own because we have separate allergies or dietary restrictions, and we did see other tables where people did not have any restrictions, and had that, if that is you or had that been us, it's one larger item brought out with, I think it was 3 levels on it.
It was 3 levels because they had more pastry options, so ours was a little bit more limited just because of our special dietary needs. So we each got our own. Mine, of course, was fully gluten-free, and then Brandon had a gluten-filled one, but that was nut-free and free of his other allergies.
Absolutely, and it was awesome.
All right, so, oh my gosh, the fanciest presentation ever.
And we've already started eating.
We did start eating, so we got each of our own trays. So this is my gluten-free one. That's Brandon's, that's safe for his special dietary needs. And we do each have our own unique pot of tea. I have Earl Grey hot.
Like Jean-Luc Picard.
So Brandon has
really
the Oriental, which is a green tea.
Everyone, I took it off. We get to keep these little things.
Yes. And so far...
You've tried all of them.
Yeah, I tried all of them. So I had chicken salad, egg salad, goat cheese and cucumber, and salmon. And so far my favorite is the salmon. And I think probably it goes salmon, goat cheese, egg salad, and then chicken salad.
Okay.
But so far, very lovely. And I feel like we're going to end up taking a million of the desserts home because I already feel very full.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's super good though.
It's awesome though. This so far has been absolutely incredible. I've had all my sandwiches. My favorite sandwich was what, Sarah?
Ham and Gruyere.
Yeah, really, really good.
And then you like pimento cheese, then you like the goat cheese, then egg salad.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Again, we probably have some voiceover in this video, but I am halfway through my first, what is it, cupcake or something like that? Absolutely delicious. Again, not gluten-free, obviously. Sarah got the gluten-free ones. But this entire experience has been absolutely incredible from the minute we walked in up until now. Again, we're going to talk a lot more about this in our debrief, so do stand by for that. But so far, so good. I don't know how this could be anything but a highest of high recommend unless something disastrous happens in the next 30 minutes or something. But this has been awesome. All right, Sarah, how's dessert?
I think I'm in a sugar coma.
Yeah, we're done, everyone.
Yeah, I have one of the truffles, which is raspberry and chocolate, and it is so rich. It's really good, but it is so rich and so dense. If you love raspberry,
I can't get it, yeah.
It's good. And then also I tried one of the macarons, which is a lemon one, and that is very good, but also very sweet. So tread gently. We are going to, maybe in our voiceover, we already done this, we're going to talk a little bit about these. Some of these we're going to take home just because we are so full.
Yeah.
So then after the amazing overall tea service, we did actually cap it out with one last tea.
One last tea, and what was that, Sarah? Because it was, in my opinion, the best.
It was the best. At the suggestion of Aubrey, our server, we ended up with peppermint tea just to aid digestion since we had so much food, and it was the perfect way to end the tea service.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually aided any digestion, but it sure felt like it. It was delicious, it was soothing, and we walked out of there feeling like $100.
Yeah, so with that, let's go to the debrief.
Debrief away. Afternoon tea over. Brulee is safe with, not that he wasn't safe.
He has his own carrier.
Yeah, we got him his own little carrier and everything in our leftover bin. Okay, we're going to get to our thoughts on it. Well, you already know our thoughts. It's incredible. But Sarah, what was the process to even come here?
So I will say, if you want to do afternoon tea, it is a process. As we learned today, they do have a small team that operates the tea side. So Molly, who is actually here helping today, is
Molly
the person
was awesome,
that I
by the
talked
way.
to
Yep.
when we book. So you have to email them or you can call them. And it took, I would say, about a week from start to finish to actually book the process. So I let them know what dates we were interested in, that we had special dietary needs, and then Molly and I exchanged emails, and then they ended up sending me a contract.
All right, so really quick, we just had a viewer come up to us, Kim from Delaware.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet Kim.
And her son.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet you all. We always love it when people introduce themselves.
Yep.
So we always say, if you see us, say hi.
Yep.
We love to chat with folks for as
Kim
little
just did.
or
Yep.
as much as you want.
Yep.
So it was great to chat with her. We talked a little bit about the Flower and Garden Festival.
And
hashtag Frushi.
Yep,
Frushi for
hashtag
life.
Frushi for life. And they were here getting, not here, they're here doing a lot, obviously, but Easter egg hunt or something. This video's about that, but very cool.
Yeah, lots of seasonal things at Disney, so it's always fun. There's always something to do. But yeah, we just wanted to shout Kim out.
Yeah,
It was
shout
great to
Kim
meet-
out always.
meet her.
Yep. So
I guess getting back to the process of booking for Cake Bake.
Yep.
So I mentioned that you get a contract. So essentially you're signing what's pretty much like a catering agreement. So I was given information before. We were able to determine what was going to be on our menu. So like I made suggestions for Brandon, knowing the kinds of things that he liked. So I was able to review with Molly what we wanted. Then she sent over a contract, and then you actually prepay it in advance. One thing to know about with the prepaid is you're not just paying for the tea, you're actually paying for the tip.
Yeah.
So you're paying a service charge in advance, and that's a 24% service charge. Just something to know about. We're good tippers, so that would already have been
That's like an average tip for us,
right,
if
so
the person's decent.
we would have already been tipping that, but just know if that's something that you're thinking about when you're paying for it, that's going to be built in. So on top of that, I guess we'll talk a little bit more about Brulee and everything, but that's what you'll do ahead of time. It is non-refundable. And then we prepaid it, and then basically when we got here, if we hadn't gotten anything else, it would have already been paid for.
Yep. And again, like Sarah said, we're going to talk about Brulee, and we got some bubbly. That is an upcharge.
Yes, that was an additional charge, so we did have to pay for Brulee, and then for
He's worth every penny.
The bubbles that we got. So those were an additional charge. So they did bring us a check at the end, and it broke down the things that we had already prepaid for, and then the stuff that we did have to pay for today. So just something to think about. I guess, Brandon.
Yes, Sarah.
We briefly talked about this. The price point.
Yep.
So we did afternoon tea in London. We would encourage you to watch those if you're interested in our London pre-Disney Europe cruise vlog series.
Please watch them.
We did cover that. So we did a uniquer tea in London, but it was kind of a standard price. We did not get any sparkling wine or champagne at that one, but it was $185 for two of us for that, which was fairly expensive, but something we wanted to do. This one,
not counting the extra stuff.
Not counting the extra stuff, although we should count in the champagne because that was part of it, and that was an additional $48. Basically, it was $300 with tip, with all the stuff.
With tip. So, listen, this taught me one thing. England and London, they know nothing about afternoon tea or anything like that, right? They're not tea people. I'm kidding.
Excuse me.
Everyone's a joke. We have a lot of friends literally in London.
Funnily,
I'm joking.
Funnily enough, we actually had some folks who are from the UK,
Yeah.
who are with friends at tea here, and they have moved to the area, and they were having nice tea here, so it's fun.
So, no, this was amazing. I think this was better, and I'm not just saying it now. Sarah knows I was talking about it throughout the whole meal. This was a better experience than our experience in London. Now, we only did one of them there, right?
I've done lots of teas before. So from my perspective, I loved this. I thought it was lovely. It was a great experience. This, to me, is a very kind of more American-style afternoon tea with some British flair, and like the one we did in the UK was much more, that was a unique one because it was space themed, but I've done lots more classic ones. The Scone is Scone adjacent to what I would expect in the UK. Desserts were nice, but again, kind of a little bit different. And I love the little sandwiches. So I would say it's good. From my experience going to lots of teas, it wasn't necessarily my top tea experience, but I think it was very lovely and extremely solid.
Yeah, I think it's worth it for a special event, or not an event necessarily, but a special occasion for you. Obviously, it's not cheap, but remember everyone, and I do mean this to everyone, including us, everyone walking by over there, everyone watching, you set your own worth with how you want to spend your money and everything like that. So is it cheap? No. Is the cake here, slice of cake here is, everyone knows, what, $24?
$23 for the gluten-free one.
$23, and it's absolutely delicious. For us, it's worth it to split, right?
Yeah, on a special occasion.
So yeah, absolutely. I think it's worth it, but would it be worth it just to come here once a month or something? For us, probably not. For a special event or just a special occasion, you want to spend a little extra money and have a really good, different, nice time. I don't know how to describe it because I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I think it is a splurge if you were here at Disney.
Yep.
I think Disney is leaving money on the table by not having the Grand Floridian afternoon tea back up and running like they used to, because I've done that one before. I would love to take Brandon to that if it was back. But I think since this is kind of one of the main options here at Disney, this is going to be fun for a special occasion. I could see it for all ages. Obviously, Brandon and Brulee are besties now.
B&B.
Yeah, B&B.
B&B.
I think, again, you're going to want to think through what makes sense for you and your vacation or your time here at Disney. Maybe once a year we might come and do this.
Yeah.
I think it is a fun experience. It is a process, so just be patient if you are going to book it. I do wish they'd make that a little bit easier because it was a process. But overall, I think it was nice for a fun special occasion, and maybe we'll do it again next year.
Yeah, and remember everyone, you, us, everyone watching, us here, everyone walking by over there, you determine what your money's worth, right? For a lot of people, when we come here to eat dinner or lunch, we'll leave with a piece of that gluten-free cake for $23, $24. For us, it's well worth it. We split it. However, you see comments everywhere, I wouldn't pay $23 for a slice of cake. That's fine too. That's completely fine. We would. I agree with Sarah, once a year, maybe twice a year if you save the money and you really want to come and have a special event.
And if you like this kind of thing, some people might want to just go to Le Cellier and have a nice dinner versus afternoon tea. So it just really depends on what you're looking for.
So in wrapping it up, we had a great, great time overall. Aubrey, our server, was phenomenal. Molly was phenomenal. Fantastic. We might be able to insert a photo of Aubrey.
The tea was phenomenal.
The sandwiches
were lovely. The scone or scone, depending on how you say it. Watch our videos again from London. We have the great scone debate. Was
Brulee.
Great. Brulee is amazing.
Look at him. He's incredible.
It was a nice afternoon.
Yeah, really nice afternoon. We truly hope this video maybe informed a little bit about the tea at Cake Bake, the tea, afternoon tea. For us,
ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions, leave comments below. We will absolutely answer anything we can because like everyone does in every video anyone ever makes, I'm sure we left something out.
Yeah, so let us know if you have questions. We'd be happy to answer them. And let us know, would you do this afternoon tea? Are you also a fan of Brulee?
Are you a fan of Brulee and all the characters in there, but mainly Brulee? B&B for life. Sarah, you can just go. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, this was incredible overall. Any last minute words or anything?
I think that's it. I am very full and I am ready for a little afternoon nap.
Little afternoon nap after afternoon tea. But thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you to our potato holders. Links to both are below. Thank you to our subscribers. If not, just subscribe, bell, comment. But yeah, we really, truly hope that us doing this, posting this, has maybe answered a lot of questions about the afternoon tea experience at Cake Bake Restaurant.
How you can navigate it with special dietary
needs.
needs.
Especially that, because Cake Bake so far, and every time we've gone, including this, has been phenomenal for our special diets.
Yep, I agree.
They're top of the line. So thank you to everyone.
Yeah, so with that,
We're out of here.
We're gonna take
Going
brulee.
home.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.